Good afternoon. It's Saturday, March 28th, 2026. It's another super eventful day here on Earth, but also in the cosmos. The last pictures of the sun that I saw before I went to bed last night showed a huge prominence lifting off the northwest quadrant of the sun. There was a picture of Earth there for scale, and it was absolutely huge. If the Earth was this size, the whole prominence was about that big, and you could just see it just hurling off the surface of the sun. When I looked at it, the shape of it really reminded me of a dragon. I couldn't help but be reminded of the scripture in the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 9. I'm going to go there here in the New World Translation, chapter 12, verse 9 of Revelation. So down the great dragon was hurled, the original serpent, the one called devil and Satan, who is misleading the entire inhabited earth. He was hurled down to the earth, and his angels were hurled down with him. So reading that verse from the book of Revelation, knowing that we just left the year of the dragon on February 16th, 17th of this year, this is not a coincidence. And also realizing that the year before that, we were in the year of the snake. And that gives us even more context when we read the entire chapter 12 of the book of Revelation. So when I look at that prominence, it really looks like the sun is hurling this dragon-shaped plasma figure right out of the northwest quadrant of the sun. I just couldn't help but think of that scripture at Revelation 12 and verse 9. But when you read the whole verse, where it says, so down the great dragon was hurled, the original serpent, and then realizing that the last year we were in was the year of the snake, that just can't be a coincidence. So realizing all this, I'm going to read the whole chapter 12 of the book of Revelation. And a great sign was seen in heaven, a woman arrayed with the sun, and the moon was beneath her feet. And on her head was a crown of 12 stars, and she was pregnant. And she cries out in her pains and in her agony to give birth. And another sign was seen in heaven, and look, a great fiery colored dragon, with 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon its heads 7 diadems. And its tail drags a third of the stars of heaven, and it hurled them down to the earth. And the dragon kept standing before the woman who was about to give birth, that when she did give birth, it might devour her child. And she gave birth to a son, a male, who is to shepherd all the nations with an iron rod. And her child was called away to God and to his throne. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she has a place prepared by God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days. And war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels battled with the dragon. And the dragon and its angels battled, but it did not prevail. Neither was a place found for them any longer in heaven. So down the great dragon was hurled, the original serpent, the one called devil and Satan, who is misleading the entire inhabited earth. He was hurled down to the earth, and his angels were hurled down with him. And I heard a loud voice in heaven say, now have come to pass the salvation and the power and the kingdom of our God and the authority of his Christ, because the accuser of our brothers has been hurled down, who accuses them day and night before our God. And they conquered him because of the blood of the Lamb and because of the word of their witnessing. And they did not love their souls even in the face of death. On this account be glad, you heavens, and you who reside in them. Woe for the earth and for the sea, because the devil has come down to you having great anger, knowing he has a short period of time. Now when the dragon saw that it was hurled down to the earth, it persecuted the woman that gave birth to the male child. But the 2 wings of the great eagle were given the woman, that she might fly into the wilderness to her place. There is where she is fed for a time and times and half a time away from the face of the serpent. And the serpent disgorged water like a river from its mouth after the woman, to cause her to be drowned by the river. But the earth came to the woman's help, and the earth opened its mouth and swallowed up the river that the dragon disgorged from its mouth. And the dragon grew wrathful at the woman, and went off to wage war with the remaining ones of her seed, who observe the commandments of God and have the work of bearing witness to Jesus. So we can clearly see what's going on right now. And I know it seems uncanny, but it's not a coincidence. Just a little while longer. We can be grateful because Jehovah promised us that He is fighting this battle for us, so we can be still. You can feel it intensifying because the devil is angry. He knows that he has only a short time left, and it's very targeted. We can see it and we can feel it, that Jehovah is fighting this battle for us, and we can be still and be patient and continue to create while He provides for us. All things work out for the good of those who are serving the purpose that Jehovah created us for, even when it doesn't feel like it's working out. Jehovah's working it out. Just a little while longer. So let's enjoy the rest of this Saturday.